Hi everyone, my name is Dani from Dani's Book Corner, and today I'm going to be giving you the end of the year book tag. I believe this video was created by Ariel Bissett, so I will link her video down below so you can go check that out if you want to go check that out. And without further ado, let's get into it. Question 1 is, are there any books that you've started this year that you need to finish? Yes, and they include Hunted by Megan Spooner and The Forgetting by Sharon Cameron. I started these books like a while ago, and I really need to finish them. Also, they are really shiny, and they are reflecting off my lights. So let me just hold them like this so they don't like blind you guys. So yeah, I definitely need to finish these two books. This is like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and this is like a dystopian that kind of reminds me of 1984 by George Orwell. Kind of, because it's about like how these people forget their memories and they can only remember them in their like little memory book thing. And this again is just a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So they're both really interesting books. I really like them. This one I'm like halfway through. I don't know why I just kind of put it down and just didn't finish it right away. But I will definitely try to finish this one and this one as well. Question 2 is, do you have a winter read to transition you into the rest of the year? Not really. I just kind of read whatever I feel like reading at the time. But although I do feel like in the winter, I feel like I want to read like all the science fiction novels and like all the fantasy novels. I just want to read all the things anyway. Like I wouldn't gravitate towards something like The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is a summer contemporary novel. I would gravitate more towards something like Throne of Glass, Illuminae, stuff like that. That's what I would gravitate more towards. Question 3, are there any more and upcoming releases that you're still anticipating? I'm going to say no. The only one that I'm anticipating is going to be released in 2018, which is Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. That is the final book in the Illuminae trilogy, so I'm really excited for that book. That's really the only book that I'm really excited for this year that I know that's coming out next year. Question 4 is, what are 3 books that you want to read by the end of the year? So one of those is Replica by Lauren Oliver, Everything All at Once by Katrina Leno, and Rosemarked by Livia Blackburn. This book I just recently got in my most recent uppercase box. Like, look how pretty the cover is. Like, look how pretty it is. And I read the thing and I'm like, ooh, it's a fantasy. I'm really in the mood to read this one, so I really want to read this one. This is a contemporary novel. I figure I should read this one like to intersperse with all the fantasy and sci-fi, because if you read a lot of fantasy and sci-fi, it gets kind of overwhelming, so you need to break it up. I like to break it up at least with a contemporary novel. Some people can read straight through a bunch of science fiction. But I can't do that, so I'm going to break that up with this novel, this contemporary novel. This reminds me a lot of Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, in that this is about a girl who is like kind of has this connection with her, I believe her grandmother or aunt. I'm not sure if she passed away or she's about to pass away or something like that. So there's like a bunch of these letters and this kind of scavenger hunt similar to Since You've Been Gone. So I'm interested in reading this one. And then Replica by Lauren Oliver. This is a book that actually has 2 different stories. This is Lyra's side and then this is Gemma's side. So it's 2 different perspectives of the same story. You can either read it purely from Lyra's point of view and then flip over to read Gemma's, or you can read one chapter of Gemma's and then 1 chapter of Lyra's and keep flipping the book like this back and forth. Also, I think this is like a sci-fi novel. I don't know too much about it, so I'm going to go into that knowing not too much about it, because I feel like some books are better going into them not knowing too much about them. So that's what I'm going to do with this book. So hopefully I will read those 3 books that I just mentioned by the end of this year, because they all sound really good and I really want to read them. Question 5, is there still a book that's a sleeper that could still make the top list of your favorite books that you've read this year? Yes, that is going to be Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I am currently reading this. Hopefully I will finish this by the end of this week. I'm not sure when this video is going to go live, so that could be different. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, I will have finished this book. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this book, and I figured, you know, it was time for me to read this book. So that's what I'm doing right now. I do think a lot of people enjoy this book, and I'm kind of enjoying it. I think it's kind of slow. I think there's quite a bit of info dump so far, but hopefully it will get more fast-paced and I can really get into it and enjoy it. And the final question, question 6, have you already started making reading plans for 2018? Yes, I have set my reading goal for 2018 at 50 books. Let's see if that happens. If I can read 50 books, I will eliminate most of this thing. Also, side note, did you see all the cute little lights I had over here? Like, I had all these lights over here. I don't know if you noticed them in the background here. But, anyway, yeah, I'm hoping to read like 50 books. If I've been able to read 50 books, I should get rid of most of these books. Well, not rid of, but like I should read like most of the books that are like here and like on that other shelf that you can't see because it's way out of frame. So that, guys, concludes the end of the year book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what are some of the books that you're looking forward to in 2018. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video, because YouTube is being all weird with having stuff in subscription boxes and whatnot. So if you click that bell icon, hopefully you should get a notification. I don't know though. I've heard a lot of YouTubers having issues with that and all. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Bye!